Hello, loves. Have you ever woken up in the morning and the only craving that you have is for a Panera's or Starbucks cream cheese Danish pastry? So, with 6 ingredients in hand and under 20 minutes to make this, let's make some pastries, folks. Hello, loves, and welcome to the Hares and Daffodils Homestead Kitchen. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kate. Today we are recreating the famous Panera's and Starbucks cream cheese pastries. So, what we're going to need for today's plethora of ingredients, we need 2 large eggs separated. We're going to need 1 egg yolk and 1 whole egg. We're going to need an 8-ounce box of cream cheese softened brought up to almost room temperature. We're going to need some loose sugar. We're going to need some vanilla juice, some vanilla bean extract or paste, whichever you have. And then you're also going to need 2 of your puff pastry Pepperidge Farm sheets. I only have 1 sheet for this recipe because I used the other one for the apple crostata, which that video may or may not have come out yet. So that be looking for that on the horizon if it hasn't come out. So I only have 1 puff pastry sheet to work with today. Went to the store to buy more, they didn't have it. So I'm working with what I've got today. So that's all our ingredients. It's pretty simple. Supplies that we need: big glass bowl, teaspoon, cup measurements, and I've got my cordless Go KitchenAid hand mixer. So not sponsored by any means, not sponsored. Alrighty, got our oven preheating up to 400 degrees so that you'll hear that beep here when it's ready. And we're going to go ahead and we've already beat together our whole egg with a teaspoon of water, and we've set that aside. That'll be for brushing the exposed pastry at the very, very end. So that step's done. Next up, we're going to combine our cream cheese that's softened. We're going to add into that our egg yolk, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Get that going here. And you just heard my oven go off, so that's good. It didn't take long at all. Let me dry it out because I had it measured out my water beforehand. I'm a little bit dizzy today, so if you see me wobbling a little bit, I do apologize. I'm not feeling 100%, but after I had my cream cheese Danish this morning, I thought, I want the rest of you guys to have some cream cheese Danishes too. So let's add in our 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is a real low sugar recipe, which I'm thoroughly happy about. Alrighty, we're going to add in a teaspoon of lemon juice. Let me roll out my lemon here. And I'm just going to go ahead and squirt it into my little glass dish here so I can measure out a teaspoon of lemon juice. I'm just trying to go slow so it doesn't splash everywhere and get in my eyes. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, so we need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Set aside the rest. I don't think we're going to we don't end up needing that for anything else, but we can throw that down the drain and help use that as a kitchen deodorizer. So we'll get 2 uses out of it. And then our vanilla extract. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. I've got paste open, so we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to add just a little bit more, just because I want to see those seeds and those flecks in my cream cheese when we go to mix this up. Alrighty, so we've got our egg yolk, cream cheese, sugar, lemon juice, and vanilla in our bowl. We're going to go ahead and mix this until it is smooth. And this is a new acquisition that I got for Christmas, so Santa loves me. Yay. There we go. Alrighty, loves, I'm just scraping down the side of my bowl. I'm going to give it one more quick toss with the mixer here. Just want to make sure everything's incorporated. Alrighty. The one thing I love about this Go mixer, and this is not sponsored, they barely leave anything on the beaters. So that's, for me, that's fantastic, because that means all the product's left in the bowl. So that's huzzah, huzzah. We will take it. Alrighty, next step is we're going to roll out our puff pastry, and we're going to cut it into 4 squares or rectangles. So let's get that going here. Let me just move a couple of my items aside here. Oh, I think I brought this out of the refrigerator at a good time. It's still cold to the touch, but very pliable. So that is wonderful. The recipe does not state to roll it out a little bit, but where the fold marks were, it's a little bit worn. So I want to make sure that those become cohesive again real fast. So I'm just going to give it a very, very light roll. That's all that took. Alrighty. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, I'm going to use the same knife that I used on my lemon. And I'm just going to cut this horizontally. Hi, Dobby. Hi, baby. If you hear any chaos later, Dobby's in the kitchen with me. He's just purring and talking on the floor. Hi, baby. He's my chaos manager. Yeah, you got an upgrade, didn't you? Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade your resume, bud. Okay, I'm just going to straighten these out so that they have a little bit of space between them, because I don't want to bake them all together. In one block, so I don't want to do that. Hi, Dobby Dobby. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and transfer this back to my baking sheet real fast. Okay, one of the tips of this recipe stated to go ahead and place all of the cream cheese mixture into a Ziploc bag that you can cut off the corner, and then you can use like a impromptu frosting bag, kind of like that. So let me grab a Ziploc bag real fast. I know that was a tip on the recipe. I might just use my spatula and just see if I can't just ladle it over with my spatula. I don't think I'm going to need this. Give me just a second to see. I know the tips and tricks are there for a reason, because they normally will tell you what works best for a recipe. And I'm not trying to say I know better than the recipe. I'm just trying to think of what would be easier for the recipe. I think I'm just going to try it this way. And then if it doesn't work, then I've got either 2 or 3 more that I can use with the Ziploc bag method. That's not too bad at all. Makes it a little bit easier for me because I'm not dividing the cream cheese mixture between 8 pastries. I'm only doing it between 4. So that means these are going to be really, really filled and really stuffed, which maybe that's a good thing. You never know. Might have to make up a couple batches to have my significant other take these into work to her guys and see if they want any. Yeah, this is working out just fine. I can smell the cream cheese and the vanilla. Smells like fall already. Smells like fall and it should be spring. I always think of cream cheese icing on one of my famous pumpkin bars that I used to make every year for my father before he passed. Haven't made it since he passed, but that's my memory of cream cheese frosting. And one of these fine years I'll have to go back and make that again. And just not there yet. All righty, let's get this last one spread around. You can see, I mean, this is all happening in real time. You can see just how quick and easy this is. I'm just trying to take my time to make sure I'm not all slapdash with the cream cheese frosting here, or cream cheese pastry filling. Third time's the charm there. Alrighty, folks, I think we're good. I'm just going to put a little bit more in number 2 here. My 4 cream cheese puff pastry, COPYCAT, Starbucks and Panera pastries. I don't know what else to call these. And we're going to go ahead and get these in the oven for 18 minutes, about 18 minutes. And we're going to look, oops, we also need to use our watered down egg wash here on the exposed pastry. I always want to forget this last step. I don't know why. It's always the last step I tend to forget and stuff. I'm just so excited to get it cooking, get it baking in the oven. My goodness. I apologize that I almost missed that last step. And then I think we're going to sprinkle on some sugar on top of the egg wash here as well. The recipe does state to do that. I probably should have left more of an edge for myself, but I didn't. So I was too overzealous with the cream cheese pastry filling. Alrighty, let me grab a small spoon here. And we're just going to sprinkle oh so lightly. The recipe does say to use 3 tablespoons or more as desired for the dusting. And I am not filling up my spoon on the whole every single time I go back for sugar. I'm filling it up maybe halfway. So I'm not using nearly as much sugar as it may appear to be. Alrighty. Now we're ready to go into the oven. Preheated 400 degrees for 18 minutes. Oh my goodness, these smell so absolutely delicious. And yes, I could have, and I probably should have used the Ziploc bag because a little bit of my pastry cream, the cream cheese pastry cream, kind of went over the edges in a few spots. So I guess follow the tips and tricks. That's why they recommend them. But I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to bring you in closer if I can. You can see all the exposed pastry, what little there is. It's all brown and crystallized. It's nice and toasty. The cream cheese it's got a nice film on it. It's set up quite nicely. You can see there's some browning on it a little bit. And quite frankly, it smells absolutely delicious. Alrighty, loves, that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for joining us on Recreate with Kate, our Starbucks and Panera cream cheese Danish replication. And outside of a taste test, I think we're spot on. So hugs and loves, and I hope you guys make this recipe soon. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.